So, unsurprisingly, as I work in gender equality, it's about gender equality. So the idea was for that actually if we're going to tackle gender equality or gender inequality in a kind of long-term and sustainable way, we need to give people knowledge and information about that. But if we're working in diverse environments, we need people to also have the skills and attitudes and ability to appreciate diversity and appreciate people are different, and be able to do that listening and close the gap between themselves and people that are different from themselves. But also to be able to, because our identities are complex, and so the chances of us getting it right for everybody all the time are pretty slim. So being able to have a think about resilience and actually in a kind of u.lab way about, just trying our best and being able to learn from those experiences and say, well, I didn't get that right for you, I'm sorry, but I'll take that on board, and so it brought together, the idea was that the students that we have, and so I work specifically in gender equality in science and engineering, and so the idea is that the students that we have at university and college just now are going to be the managers and the leaders and the business owners of the future. And so if we can start that conversation now and provide them with the skills and the attributes to support equality and diversity, then they can go out into their organisations and be change makers within them. Within u.lab, Otto talked about the healthcare company where people needed to buy in to that, so they could see themselves as part of the culture and therefore somebody that could create change. So the idea is that engineering students now could understand what equality and diversity means, but also feel confident in talking about difference and diversity in the workplace, so that when they leave they can create that change within organisations. Okay. So the other part of that is to underpin that bit of work by professional standards. So I looked at professional standards for engineering and went, well, how does this all fit with that? And I've then ran a pilot study with some engineering management students. So I did, my organisation supported me to do that. So I work at Equate Scotland, and we did that in partnership with the Confident Futures team at Edinburgh Napier, and we delivered a 2-hour workshop that included the skills element but also the knowledge element around equality and diversity, to 60 students over the course of a week. We did 4 tutorials and we did a bit of research. I did a bit of research. I did a bit of research beforehand. I asked them what their views on all that were, and then I asked them again at the end. And so that was really positive. So the students really liked it. They rated it between 7 and 10 in terms of usefulness on a 10-point scale. What was the other outcomes? 90% of them identified new learning, over 60% of them identified new behaviours that they would do as a result of the workshop, and I asked them to rate themselves beforehand and how confident they were about talking about difference and diversity. And before they averaged 6.4 and afterwards they averaged 7.9, which was really brilliant.